In this video, I wanted to talk about a clear way to make sure that your service delivery is on point and make sure clients want to work with you and excited to work with you. And that is really what a lot of people do need to focus on when it comes to actually running an agency or any other business that may be involved, SMMA, absolutely anything. You need to get your clients excited about working with you and the service you provide. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. It's going to be a video about how to check if your systems and services are actually the most efficient and the best they can be for your client, if they are providing a lot of value, how to kind of improve the systems, how to make them a lot better, and how to make your agency or business overall a lot better and a lot more exciting and a better place for your clients to be involved with. So let's get started with it then. So when it comes to the service delivery, by now you've already done the cold call, you've already done the cold outreach, you've made the sales call, you've done the discovery call, and now you have signed them as a client, or they're on a free trial where they get to use all of your services and get to benefit out of them completely for free, or maybe you're doing a commission-based trial, whatever it may be. This is the most crucial part, which is actually providing the services themselves. As like I said, the cold call, all of that is also really important, but if you do sign them or manage to get them interested in your free trial, whatever you're running currently, it's so important that now, even if they are on a free trial, you push your services and make them the absolute best they can be for the client that you're doing it for, just to make it all that more better experience and make them want to come as a client on board your agency, business, SMMA, whatever it may be. So when it comes to your service delivery, let's say you're running ads, you need to make sure that it is smooth. By now, you have already made the client, made them on board, get into their Meta Business Suite, go onto their Facebook, their Instagram, whatever sort of thing it is you provide, but maybe it's a Google account, something like that. And if you don't know how to do that in a seamless and efficient way, I have made previous videos about that kind of thing. So after watching this one, if you'd like to go check those out, feel free to do that. But this one is going to be all about service delivery and not anything else. So you're already onboarded by now, and you're ready to run their ads for them, or already start SEO for them, or whatever it may be that your agency business provides. You can just go ahead and do it without any input from them. Some people may prefer that. Before providing the service, you do need to sort of ask, are you looking to, do you want to monitor this alongside us? Do you want just to leave it to us and we'll do what we do? We provide you with the leads that we get you, we provide you with the sales, the results. And that for some people that may be the case, and that's absolutely fine. Then in that case, you will just crack on, get on with the service and get them some results, feedback those results. But for the clients that do want to keep monitoring for them, you can send them screenshots, you can send them reports, live reporting of how an ad is doing. They can check on their Meta Business Suite, they can check on their ads manager, whatever it may be that you're actually providing, their SEO, their Google account. You can give them instructions on how to follow up with that, as a lot of the time, you're the one doing the services for them, so they're not going to actually have much idea as to how to log on to a platform or how to get into the sort of section that they need to get into to check up on how you're doing, the results you're providing, etc. So, that is why they've hired you to do the service. If they could do it themselves, they would, but considering you're doing that for them, that does provide you with some information that you may need to guide them through the process, which is absolutely fine. Do that in a courteous manner, make sure they understand everything correctly. Always be there if they need to reach out for help. I always say to my potential clients, the ones that I've got on that 8 leads free trial, which is the one that I'm currently running for the Rise Up agency, which is the agency I run. We're going to get them 8 free leads, and until we do that, it all will be for completely free. Now, if anyone needs any help logging on to Meta Business Suite, logging on to Facebook, whatever it may be, then I'm always there. I do say, ping me a message, make sure that you understand everything properly. If you don't hesitate to give me a call, reach out. We can even schedule a proper time call if you want a step-by-step way of how to do it. I can message you. To keeping in close contact with service delivery is also a very key and important thing. You need to make sure that you are there for your clients if they're struggling to find the reporting section, or struggling to follow up on how you're doing. But if they don't want that, then you can just send them the results. If they do ask for the occasional checkup, you can send them a live view, a reporting, screenshot, anything that kind of works for your industry and what you're trying to achieve for them as a result of you working for them on the free trial or as a client, completely. So once you are running the ads, the service you're providing, the SEO, your SMMA service that you are doing for them, this is the point where you're getting them results. If not, if you need something from them, you need some more footage, or if you're the one taking that footage for them, make sure to go do that. Get that footage for them, make it better, make the ad look more interesting. I know I talk a lot about ads on this video, but that's because that's what we do at the Rise Up Agency. We run ads for businesses, getting them leads, and hopefully making them more profit overall as well, during the process of getting those leads for them. So that's kind of why I refer to ads a lot. But this can kind of be applied into any SMMA or just a wide range of businesses and services that are out there when it comes to the online business space. So coming on to the ads then, when you are running them, you need to make sure that they're running smoothly, you're getting them results. Like I said, if you're not, change it up, make it seem like you're making the ads more frequent. If they still like live reporting, send that over to them. You can even do a weekly call, a monthly call. You can set a scheduled date and time that you'll run a call with them. Just make sure you know what they're talking about, they know what you're talking about, and everything is clear. You do not want any miscommunications when it comes to service providing, as if you put something wrong on the ad and people thought it was something it wasn't, signing up, buying a product that isn't actually correct, then that can lead to a huge issue. So make sure everyone knows what they're doing and it's in a clear, structured format for them to follow, for them to become a client, for them to trial out the agency that you're running, to get them the results that they are looking for. So moving on then, how do you check that you actually have good systems in place and good operations that actually run smoothly, that your service providing is seamless, effortless, and everything that a client wants to be in the hub of your agency, and they want to continue to work with you because it's so effortless for them. It's so easy, you get them the results, they're getting everything that you promised them. So running into that then, how do you check that your services, your operations are clear? Well, what I'd recommend is running through the whole process by yourself first, or even do it to a friend, a family member, a cousin, anything like that. And if they make sure they're a client, to go through the whole process with them, get them on the cold call, get them on the sales call. If they pick out any mistakes and things that didn't make them feel like they wanted to become part of your agency, or they were a bit hesitant on that thing because it just sounded a bit off or a bit wrong when it comes to working with you, run them through the whole process, provide the services for them. If there is any glitches, anything that isn't seamless, smooth, then talk to them about it. What was it that actually went wrong? How to improve on that, as feedback is really, really key when it comes to first starting out. If you're a beginner doing agency work, you always need that feedback to understand where you're going wrong, how you can improve and make it better for your future clients, which is ultimately what you are aiming to do. So how do we check that? Like I said, run through the whole process, find out what's going wrong, and if there's something there that is faulty, let's say it was the verification codes. Now, when doing ads and logging onto different people's Meta Business Suites and combining with them, it's called partnering with them. For those who run ads and log on to Meta Business Suites, I'm sure you know what I mean. It's the partner access that can be often an issue with verification codes, as once you are logged into their platform, you've got the Meta Business Suite joined to yours. The issue is you had so many verification codes, especially if you want to edit their Facebook profile, edit their Instagram profile, make an ad account, add a payment method to an ad account, etc. Then this can be a very big issue with verification codes. So run through the whole process, get all the verification codes done, and if there's a way, if that part of the process, which often can be, and I know that is for a lot of people, the verification codes, their clients getting annoyed, saying, well, I'm going to have to send you 500 verification codes, and then the next day it didn't quite go through, so you have to do the whole process again. And it can become quite a faff for the client, and it does not provide the seamless and easy way to do it. So a simple way to improve it would to be simply tell your clients, please look out for verification codes in the future. Once that is all set up and done, then we can start running your ads, getting the results. Or if you can run an automation, make it more seamless through the back of the automations, make the onboarding process so much easier for them, so when they do have to come and get the verification codes, that way they will not be annoyed, as that is kind of the first bit of input they've had to have, as the whole process so far has been seamless and easy. You can't skip the verification codes. That is something that is mandatory. You have to do if you want to log on to the Meta Business Suite correctly, efficiently and seamlessly. So like I said, automate the process, make it so easy so that when the verification codes do come, it seems like the first bit of work they're doing, they don't mind, as you've already sort of made it all easy. They just understand that as part of the process. Talk about the results they're getting at the end, as results driven is kind of the best way to talk about the services you provide. So once it's all done, we can start getting you those more jobs, those more paying clients, more customers, more sales overall. So you need to make sure that you make it all easy, seamless, and it can all just be implemented straight away. And if there's any errors anywhere along the service providing line, make sure you do fix those up, make it more seamless, so that when you do start to onboard more clients with more volume, it does become a lot better and a lot more efficient for all of those clients as a whole. So what have we covered so far in this video? We have now covered what the service providing is, why you should do it seamlessly, how to do it seamlessly, how to find out if your systems and processes actually work, and that is purely just by testing it and by finding any faults or flaws in the systems that you have and adjusting those to accommodate for the easiness of the client, to make it so much easier for them to become onboarded, providing the service, getting the results they want, whether it's live reporting of the ad, live sales, anything like that. Make sure you're fixing those issues and implementing them into the agency and the business straight away. And finally, to finish off, we are going to talk about how to actually kind of make your services better than everyone else. And client communication is a very key thing in this. Everyone can provide an ad, everyone can do that, but how do you make it so they go with you, they go with your agency? And there's kind of two main things that do this. Number one is audience, and number two is keeping in contact with your clients. So let's go into audience. If you build the correct audience, whether that's through organic content, paid content, ads, or just build up people that are interested in the kind of topic you're talking about, then later on start to talk about a business you may be running, product you may be selling, they will automatically be interested, and chances are, if they are interested, they're just getting started. If they were very experienced, the chances are they probably would not be watching beginner-friendly videos. So when they are watching those beginner-friendly videos, they are just getting started, start to introduce maybe something that you're trying to achieve, and then move it on to, if you're selling a course or anything like that, you can start to adjust it throughout the content timeline, if you like, and adjust the content more towards selling that service or promoting your business or company through there. So that is audience. Now, like I said, the two ways to actually make those services better for a client is audience and client communication. So client communication is so important, as by keeping in contact with your clients, a lot of agencies onboard the client, run the services for them, and kind of just forget about them and leave them. You do not want to do that. You want to make sure you're doing regular updates if there's any issues within what they're thinking towards, maybe adjusting the way you do things or adjusting the way that they want to promote the business. Make sure you keep in contact with them. Make sure everything for them is sorted, as easy and as efficient as possible. So like I said, this is really, really important when it comes to providing the services for them, making it seamless, smooth. So keeping in contact is another reason why people want to work with you and not want to work with anyone else, as they believe in your values. They believe in the way you contact them is appropriate, and it's easy for them to get in touch or get support if they need to. That can also be applied with the audience way as well. You know, if people have the trust in you, they can see that you are not just going to forget them and leave them. They're going to be more likely to work with you as they believe in your values. They believe what you're telling them through the content you're putting out. And so that is the video wrapped up.